Cubs, Cards. Today at 3 East, 12 West on WGN America.
In St. Louis, it's the home opener for the defending world champion Cardinals. The Cubs today opening up their first road trip of the season, a 6-gamer through St. Louis and Miami. It's a Hyundai leadoff man on WGN. Well, this is my iPad. We're trying to find that window. Do you see it, Bob Brenly?
No, I don't, Len. Usually green means go. Today it means stop.
Well, we're not going to start for at least a couple of hours here. They've got all kinds of opening day ceremonies, and then hopefully the first pitch from St. Louis. But, Bob, first time for the Cubs in the road uniforms. Not a very good homestand, 2-5, but at least coming off a win.
Yeah, real good win the last day of the homestand. There's something about getting on the road. We talked about it a lot in years past. Sometimes players relax a little bit more. You really have nothing else to take your focus away from playing baseball. You come to the ballpark early. Here in St. Louis, there's a tremendous setup in the clubhouse with the batting cage right off of the clubhouse. So hopefully guys will be able to get the work they need, settle in, and get into the rhythm of a long regular season.
Well, a nice 8-0 win yesterday. Matt Garza got within 1 out of a complete game shutout, but it was really about the offense in the middle of the game against right-hander Zach Greinke of the Milwaukee Brewers. The Cubs had 7 hits with runners in scoring position in their first 6 games combined. They picked up 7 alone yesterday. This is all part of a 6-run third inning with Johnson, Barney, Castro. Soriano breaks his bat but knocks in a couple. Ian Stewart would follow up with a base hit. I mean, the hit parade was on. 7 hits, 6 runs in that third inning. They would tack on in the 4th inning as well. I've never seen anything like this. Matt Gamble, the Brewers' first baseman, thought the ball was going to get into the outfield as Alex Gonzalez threw it to nobody at first. The Cubs were able to take advantage of that. 2 more runs in the 4th. 8-0 the final score. Matt Garza would have had a complete game shutout, but he threw on about 30 feet over the head of Brian LaHair to end the game.
Well, if you're going to make an error, make a big error. It's gotten a lot of play on all the highlight shows. His teammates were giving him a lot of grief in the clubhouse this morning. So, yeah, if you're going to throw it way away.
Jeff Samardzija, will talk about him a little bit later on in more in depth, but coming off the best outing of his career, the Cubs are going to keep an eye on him today. Might not see him throw 110 pitches today.
Yeah, obviously early in the season you want to keep an eye on all your pitchers to make sure nobody's overextended at a point in the season when maybe they're not quite physically prepared for it. But if Jeff can do what he did last time out, 7 or 8 innings will be fine.
All right, we'll have more here from St. Louis. The leadoff man is brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Check out the award-winning Hyundai Sonata at myhyundaichicago.com.
Have you met the neighbors of late night?
So I'll make this quick.
Liz Lemon.
Who is this? Who are you? I'm your worst nightmare is who I is.
Bender.
Only I didn't have so much crunk in my badunkin'
Frank.
Let's get another house, flip it over, make some cash.
Eddie.
Booyah!
Welcome to the neighborhood.
Oh, is it? Is it amazing?
That's what we call a block party.
Of course I've been up all night.
Late nights on WGN America.
People are taking a stand and booking on choicehotels.com.
After a long day of sightseeing, we just want a great room to kick back and watch a movie.
Princess Pink Pony!
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah!
When I save 20% on my hotel, I do my happy dance.
It's your voice, it's your choicehotels.com, where you'll always find a cozy room. Plus, you can save up to 20% every day. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
We're testing new Degree, the only antiperspirant activated directly by movement.
Activating protection, Bear!
The more you move, the more it works. New long-lasting Degree with motion sense.
Help me!
Keep running.
Okay, who gets occasional constipation, diarrhea, gas, or bloating? Get ahead of it. 1 Phillips Colon Health Probiotic Cap a day helps defend against digestive issues with 3 strains of good bacteria.
Hit me!
Live the regular life. Phillips.
At Domino's, we've always said yes. You wanted your pizza delivered? We said yes. You wanted to track your pizza, change our 50-year-old recipe, pizza in a blizzard? Yes, yes, and yes. But when it comes to our artisan pizzas, we're saying...
No. Sorry, I can't add any different toppings to artisan.
With perfectly balanced toppings and a hand-stretched crust, our artisan pizzas may be our best ever. Try one for $7.99 and you'll get why we just can't change them.
Can I add pepperoni? No. Mushrooms? Olives? Man, you are killing me.
The Hyundai Leadoff Man. Brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Check out the award-winning Hyundai Sonata at myhyundaichicago.com.
Well, the rain hasn't really dampened the spirit of Cardinal fans, Bob. They've been sitting here in the rain for a couple of hours. We're hearing local bands in the area. It's a very festive day here in St. Louis.
Not quite as festive as it would have been had the weather cooperated, but even on the team bus coming to the ballpark today, there were probably close to 5,000 people in a small park right outside of Busch Stadium. Fans are really looking forward to the celebration today.
And as we look at the Cubs minor league report, several guys off to very good starts with the AAA Iowa Cubs. 14 hits in an 8-2 win over Albuquerque. Anthony Rizzo had 3 hits. He's hitting .387. Good to see Josh Bitters, the iCubs third baseman, off to an excellent start. We'll talk about the starting pitchers and get you set at some point today for Cubs baseball from St. Louis. Stay with us.
At Mobile, we believe it's smarter to change your oil than change your car. We believe in friends that go the extra mile and engines that go the extra years. We believe your engine should last till this little one has little ones of her own. That's why we created Mobile Super, tested and proven to help reduce wear, prevent sludge, and extend the life of your engine for the long, long run. Mobile Super for long engine life.
And so the conversation turned until the sun went down, and many fantasies were there. On that day, keep feeling fascination.
Lawn gnomes, bird baths, and the competition are officially on notice. Craftsman Turn-Tight Tractors, a best-in-class 6-inch turning radius, 50% tighter than any other tractor. Craftsman, trust in your hands.
Get the 20-piece McNuggets.
What?
That lovely girl caught your eye? 20-piece McNuggets are only $4.99. You offer to share them. A conversation begins.
That's pretty smart.
I've been around.
20-piece chicken McNuggets, only $4.99. Just one of the awesome tastes available only on McDonald's new extra value menu. The simple joy of being extra smart.
We're testing new Degree, the only antiperspirant activated directly by movement.
Activating protection, Bear!
The more you move, the more it works. New long-lasting Degree with motion sense.
Help me!
Keep running.
The Hyundai Leadoff Man. Brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Check out the award-winning Hyundai Sonata at myhyundaichicago.com.
And a bunch of home openers today. Of course, the Cubs and Cardinals opening up Busch Stadium. The Yankees, Red Sox, White Sox already underway in their home openers as well. And as we go first to third, Bob, the Dodgers off to a very good start this season.
Magic Johnson's a great owner. I'll tell you, the Dodgers rolling 6-1 start, their best since 1981.
Former Cub Jamie Moyer failed yesterday in his second try at becoming the oldest pitcher at 49 to win a major league game. And as we mentioned, showers and thunderstorms hopefully ending here shortly with Cubs baseball to follow. More to come from Busch Stadium next.
Did we read your mind? Depends. Did your mind say, I wish somebody would build a fuel-efficient crossover that has things like an available panoramic sunroof, voice command navigation system, third-row seating, and class-leading horsepower? If so, then yes, Yes, we did read your mind. The 2013 Kia Sorento.
We picked a great seafood place. It's a tad bit pricey, and hopefully we caught the chef on a good night.
Golden Corral's pan-seared seafood and more. Delicious tilapia, shrimp scampi, sirloin, beef tips, and more. All on our endless dinner buffet, still for one low price, only at Golden Corral.
21st Century here with two identical, stolen cars. Luckily, the two cars that used to be here were both covered against theft. One through these guys, the other through 21st Century. So both cars can be replaced. But drivers who switch from Allstate to 21st save $577 a year. Call 888-422-1074 or visit 21st.com. 21st Century Insurance.
Dig it, 21st.
Sorry, folks. Our landing time got moved back another hour.
Hunger getting to you? Grab a Ritz Crackerfuls, made with real cheese and whole grain. It'll help keep you satisfied until your next meal. Get hunger before it gets you.
Ever wonder who's searching for you? Go to mylife.com, the internet's leading social site. Just type in your name and see if someone is searching for you for free. Who's searching for you? Go to mylife.com and find out if someone is searching for you right now for free.
Gorin plays good cop. Ames plays bad cop. These guys play guilty. Together they make good versus better days on WGN America. The following is a sports presentation of WGN America.
So far today, the weather has not cooperated in St. Louis as the Cardinals will play their home opener. The defending World Series champions will host the Cubs. Cubs baseball on WGN Sports. We welcome Cub fans from all over the country watching on WGN America, America's home for baseball. Hi again, everyone. We're bundled up. It's Bob Brenly and Len Casper. We originally saw highs in the 70s, but it's about 50 degrees and very damp and rainy. And, Bob, we hope to get this one underway here at some point in the next couple of hours.
Yeah, and like we talked about at Wrigley Field, the hoopla surrounding opening day, the Cardinals are still going to try to squeeze in a lot of that. So hopefully the window will be big enough to allow for the celebration and a ball game.
The Cubs went 2-5 on their first homestand. The Cardinals on their first road trip went 5-2. Mainly because they continue to score runs in bunches even without Albert Pujols.
Yeah, one of only two teams in the majors still batting over 300 as a team. The other, the Detroit Tigers, they're hitting home runs. They're getting on base. This offense has not missed a beat through the early going with Big Albert moving to Southern California.
Lance Berkman might not even appear in the series. He's dealing with a day-to-day calf injury. So Jeff Samardzija today will go after this lineup, and hopefully he'll just be even half as good as he was his first time out.
I listened to Jeff Samardzija and Giovanni Soto down in the clubhouse earlier talking about how they were going to attack some of these Cardinal hitters, and the game plan was just do what you did last time. Of course, Steve Clevenger was behind the plate for Jeff Samardzija's first start. It'll be Giovanni Soto today, but Jeff Samardzija knows what he has to do to get big league hitters out. Hopefully he'll have the same kind of success today as he did in his first start.
Those are the numbers. No walks. He only walked one guy throughout spring training, so he's really throwing strikes. And this is a special start for Adam Wainwright, his second of the year, but it's his first here at home since 2010.
Yeah, last year it was Wainwright who missed the entire season because because of surgery and an injury. This year, Chris Carpenter opens the year on the disabled list. What a nice luxury to have aces to throw out there, even if one of them's on the DL.
Yeah, Wainwright with the best home ERA in baseball since this ballpark opened in 2006. We'll get a weather update from Tom Skilling coming up, and when we get underway later, the Cubs hope to continue swinging the bats. They scored 6 times in the 3rd inning against Milwaukee after having scored just 5 runs max in any game to start the season. Cubs and Cardinals from St. Louis.
The verdict is in, America. There's a lot of mother lovers out there.
No.
Yes. You've tweeted.
I like you.
You've posted.
They love me.
And you've watched HIMYM on WGNA.
That's just awesome.
With fans this amazing, we'd just like to say...
Thank you!
Watch How I Met Your Mother and meet at McLaren's to join the legendary conversation.
It's not just where you are, but where you want to be. And with smooth drinking Busch beer, the mountains are closer than you think.
We're gonna climb a mountain, the highest mountain. Ain't never coming back.
Isn't it time to head for the mountains?
Can't you see? Can't you see?
I'm going door to door to let everyone know how much money they can save with Dish.
Don't panic, but you're paying too much for TV.
About your bill. It's too high.
Way too high.
This is what Dish is going to save you your first year.
Wow.
Really? Get all your favorite channels for less. Prices start at just $19.99 a month. Call now and you'll get HBO, Cinemax, Showtime, and Stars. And you'll also get Blockbuster at Home included when you sign up.
Let's watch TV.
I'll scoot over. Yep. Let's watch TV. Call Dish today.
Cubby, step into the perpetual motion simulator. We're testing new degree, the only antiperspirant activated directly by movement.
Activating protection, Bear.
It releases bursts of protection as you move.
Feeling fresh and dry, Bear.
The more you move, the more it works.
Oh, no.
New long-lasting degree with motion sense.
Help me.
Keep running.
Chicago Cubs baseball brought to you by Budweiser, the official beer of the thirst inning. Great times are on deck. Grab some Buds. Pepsi Max, the official soft drink of Major League Baseball. 0 calories, maximum Pepsi taste. The Illinois Lottery. Do you believe in the power of possibility? The Illinois Lottery. Anything's possible. And by Ford, manufacturers of more fuel-efficient vehicles than any other brand. Check them out at your local Ford store or online at localfordstores.com. Jeff Samardzija and Adam Wainwright when we get going. Game 8 of the regular season for the Cubs. And Bob, as we look ahead at the rest of the month of April, we see a lot of teams that wear red. That's not a good sign because a lot of the teams in the NL who wear red are pretty good.
Well, I'll tell you, it's not a good sign initially, but if you think about it, the Cubs can play good ball. If they can get through this stretch of their schedule and be in pretty good shape, you like their chances of competing this year in the Central Division. However, if they play poorly and get buried by these teams, it could be a long summer.
Now you see the Reds, Cardinals, Phillies certainly filling up that month of April, and we'll hit Miami and see Marlins Park for the first time on Tuesday evening. Well, the story today here in St. Louis is, of course, the weather. Let's find out when and if we're going to play today from the best in the business, meteorologist Tom Skilling. Tom?
Hi, Len and Bob. Well, it's too bad we can't bring the game back up here to Chicago. We're cloudy now, but it's 63. I see temperatures in St. Louis are down to 49 degrees. Want to give you a look at the weather system that's creating this rain in the St. Louis area. Looks like the heaviest has gone through, and that rains will be winding down here in the next hour or so. But here's the satellite view right here, and you can see the area of cloud cover in the St. Louis area. Give you a good look at the radar, and look at the cluster of rain that's just gone across St. Louis right there. We'll blow this up for you a little bit, and you'll see why we're optimistic that things may get a little better. I'm not sure the sky is going to clear or that will be totally rain-free there, but you can see how the lighter rains are coming in, the bright colors representing the heavier rains off to the east of us. A little different perspective from the radar there, and these towering clouds are the ones from which you get the heaviest rain. So see, they're off to the east of St. Louis. There's St. Louis. What they've done is they've mixed down with the rain outflow very cool air. It's 49 degrees in St. Louis. These little icons that blink there show where the rains have been occurring heaviest. Here are well, this is a model forecast showing the rain right over St. Louis, right in there, and watch how this thing moves out. But see, there are little lighter patches of rain that come in after that, and heavier rains later tonight. But St. Louis, it's the cool spot in the southern Midwest. So, Len and Bob, I'm afraid to say that you probably sit in probably one of the lousiest areas in terms of weather right now because of what those rains have done. But I'm hopeful that these are going to let up a little bit for you and that we can get this game going. Back to you in St. Louis.
Thank you very much, Tom. When we come back, we'll hear from Theo Epstein and the new Cubs Way here on WGN.
Welcome to Longhorn Steakhouse. Come in now to enjoy 2 new steak and seafood combinations and experience a whole new twist on delicious. Try our new lobster baked potato loaded with lobster, cheddar, and bacon paired with our savory sirloin for just $16.99, or our new crab stuffed mushrooms and juicy sirloin for just $14.99. Steak and seafood tonight at Longhorn Steakhouse. And now discover our new lunch combinations starting at just $7.99.
Did you know when you get heartburn, it's too late to take Prilosec? Because Prilosec is not intended for immediate relief. But it's never too late for Zantac. Prilosec takes at least 24 hours to reach its full effect. But Zantac works differently. It relieves heartburn in as little as 30 minutes. Its fast-release acid blockers are clinically proven to relieve heartburn when it occurs. In fact, no pill relieves heartburn faster. So when heartburn strikes, try Zantac. This has been Medifax for Zantac.
Until the conversation turned, until the sun went down, and many fantasies were lived. On that day, keep feeling fascination.
Back here at rainy St. Louis, we're at Busch Stadium, Cubs and Cardinals. Hope to get underway, and the skies are lightening a little bit. That is good, and hopefully it'll stop soon and we'll get this thing going. You've heard a lot about the Cubs' ways. Theo Epstein, Jed Hoyer, Jason McLeod, Dale Swaim, and their new staffs have come in here in 2012. And let's hear from Theo, Jed, and Dale on what the Cubs' way means.
Hopefully we don't have to talk too much about it, and we can demonstrate more through our actions, what the Cub Way is as an organization. Really the history of it is looking back to some of the great organizations in the past, the dynasties. You had the Orioles of the 60s and 70s, the Oriole Way, the Dodgers had the Dodger Way. And I think there should be a philosophy and approach to the game on and off the field that ties the organization together. So the Cub Way will mean everything from the culture that we establish in the clubhouse, a winning culture that really our players establish, to our overall approach to the game, valuing control of the strike zone, both from an offensive standpoint, getting on base, and from the pitcher standpoint, pounding the strike zone, to little things like the bunt plays that you run. We got to get together and decide what are the bunt defenses that work the best and why, and hash it out and then agree. And that's the Cub way of doing things, and that's how we're going to run bunt defense all the way from the Dominican Summer League up through the big leagues and every level in between. So there has to be. It's open for debate. It's a living, breathing thing. There's no one set way of playing this game. It's the best game in the world because you can learn something new every day at the ballpark. So we're all going to contribute to it, but we're going to get down on paper and make sure everyone buys in. It should unite us as an organization.
To me, it means two things. First of all, it means every part of the organization doing things the same way. Same instruction, same philosophy, making sure everyone's in lockstep. I think that's the first thing. The second thing it means to me is it's a mentality. Every person in the organization wants to win a World Series. Every person's total focus is on winning. And I think if every person in the organization from top to bottom has the same philosophy and focuses every day on winning, then I think we develop a Cubs way. We develop a philosophy and a swagger that I think you need. I think you need that kind of organizational swagger, that kind of organizational mantra to feel like you're part of something special. I think every day, you know, whether it's the front office in the off season, whether it's a player working out in the off season, guys doing extra work, getting to spring training early, getting to the ballpark early and being around their teammates. I think it's about every little thing you can do to make sure that you put yourself in your best possible chance to win. And that's my thing. Cubs way, it has to be entirely about winning. No one in the organization can be moving in a different direction.
Rome wasn't built in a day, and I'm not going to go in the first day of spring training and all of a sudden all the players are on the same page. It takes a little bit of, and by the middle of spring training, you want them to understand this is what I expect, how to play the game, but more importantly, creating whether you want it to call it the Cubs way, but just the way to play the game and the way I wanted to play it. I want to play it aggressive. I want obviously to play hard. A lot of times, a lot of people say they want you to play hard, but nobody's held accountable. So you start seeing guys kind of end up going their own way. But that's what you got to get, and creating runs without hitting home runs. There's lots of ways to do that when you're aggressive and not worrying about making mistakes on the bases and even at the plate for that matter. Just go down swinging. Don't I don't like passiveness, and I've always had a mentality of pushing the envelope, so to speak, and that's kind of the way I want my players to play the game. Just push the envelope as much as you can and prepare while you're doing it.
That's good stuff on the Cubs way, and we've seen it already, the Cubs base running. The key is you just don't want to beat yourself, and that's what Dale Swaim has really espoused from day one. Make the other team beat you. More from Busch Stadium in a moment.
From America. America loves it. I see the face of America, and it is divine.
This is what America's all about. The future of America, right here.
America is a melting pot. This is America.
Let's watch this instead of working.
You're not thinking clearly.
Not thinking is what makes America great.
God bless America.
The verdict is in, America. There's a lot of mother lovers out there.
No.
Yes. You've tweeted.
I like you.
You've posted.
They love me.
And you've watched HIMYM on WGNA.
That's just awesome.
With fans this amazing, we'd just like to say...
Thank you!
Watch How I Met Your Mother and meet at McLaren's to join the legendary conversation.
Cubs and Cardinals a little later this afternoon. The Cardinals will have their opening day festivities. They'd like to get them underway by around 3 o'clock, and then baseball would be 45 to an hour after those ceremonies start. When we do get going, it'll be Jeff Samardzija for the Cubs, Adam Wainwright for the Cardinals. For our viewers in Chicago, Bill Cunningham coming up, and on WGN America, enjoy Walker, Texas Ranger.
We now join our program already in progress.